Paano kumita by investing in bonds? Again, this is EdMaps na nagsasabi for every investment, you need education, you need diversification. Sinasabi lang, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You need to manage the risk kasi lahat ng investment is may risk yan. Kahit naman yung pagsisave sa bank is may risk din. And then, understand assets, leverage automation, building passive income. So, if yung may work ka, that's your active income. And pag tumatanda ka na, mawawala yung active income mo, so you need to build your passive income. Because yung pag retire ka na or wala ka ng work, yung source of income mo is magagaling na sa passive income. And of course, you need to share your success. Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. A bond is essentially a loan you give to a government or an institution. So, mostly dito yung company, institution na sinasabi. In exchange, the issuer of the bond agrees to pay you a preset regular interest rate payment for a fixed amount of time. At the end of the term, the issuer who borrowed the money agrees to pay you back the bond's par value o yung capital na tinatawag. Bonds are issued by companies, government to raise funds for, let's say, building infrastructure, expansion. So, let's say, magtatayo ng panibagong branch, and etc. So, types of bond and how it works. So, yung bond is parang loan din. Ang pagkakaiba lang is, kunyari, pag sinabi mong loan, utang ka sa government or sa corporation, that's a loan. Pero pag ikaw ang nagpautang sa government or corporation, ang tawag doon, bond. So, ganito lang nag-work yan. Ganito lang kasimple. Yung pera mo, ipapautang mo sa government or corporation. And then, in return, ibibigay nila yung money, let's say 5 years yun. So, 5 years kang nakatay with them bago nila ibigay yung pera mo and plus yung interest. So, dalawa lang ang types of bond dito sa Pinas, government and corporation. So, yun. Terms to understand in bonds. Face value, par value, capital you invest to be repaid at maturity dates. So, yung sinabi ko kanina. Coupon, rate, or yung interest rate na tinatawag, is the interest rate given to the investor by the company government. It can be quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. So, yan. Depende yun dun sa contract nyo with the company or institution or the government. Bond yield is the amount of return. So, return of investment. Interest gain divided by face value o yung capital. So, yield means yun yung ani mo. So, kung napanood nyo yung video ko last 2 weeks, ang discuss ko doon yung formula to consider, which is na-discuss natin doon yung return of investment. So, hanapin nyo lang po yun. I-search nyo sa Google, Eduardo Mapalo, and then i-click nyo yung name ko, yung channel, at makikita nyo doon yung mga video ko na related sa financial literacy. So, makapulot po kayo ng doon, mga aral na related sa financial. So, 2 ways to make money in bonds. One is interest payments. So, with most bonds, you'll get regular interest payments while you hold the bond. Most bonds have fixed interest rate. So, karamihan yan is fixed interest rate. Let's see, yearly, makatanggap ka ng, let's say, 7%. So, throughout 7%, 7%, hanggang sa, let's say, 5 years yung bond mo. Selling a bond for more than you paid. So, pag nagsisell ka ng bond, siyempre, pag gusto mo ibenta, kailangan medyo kikita ka. So, in general, when interest rates go down, bond prices go up and vice versa. Where I can buy bonds and how may I know when it was available? Okay. So, here in PH, mostly, malalaman or ma-avail mo sila through a bank. So, kanina, pumunta kami ni Missy sa bangko, dinagdagan namin yung emergency fund namin, nagtanong ako related sa bond. Though, hindi nila masyadong nasasagot yung kung kailan, so sabi nila is paiba-iba daw yung availability ng bonds. So, regular lang kayo pumunta and then, huwag nyo kalimutan tanongin if you're interested with bonds. A broker, so, yan, malalaman nyo rin. Newspaper, so minsan binabalita ng nila dyan, yung Manila Bulletin or Inquirer, yung malalaking newspaper. So, nandun na rin yung instruction kung paano nyo i-avail. Company's website or business-related site. So, minsan dyan nila yan ina-announce. News on TV, talk show related to money matters, sorry. So, yan. Lalo na yung mga government, minsan madalas sumunta dyan. Then, ina-announce nila na meron silang kung gusto mong mag-ipon, so lalo yung pag-ibig, and yung MP2, and yung SSS, Peso Pan. So, mostly, sa TV yan sila pumupunta. And, yan, sa social media natin, sa YouTube, tsaka FB page, meron din dyan. Minsan, nababalitaan mo na, uy, si Company A nag-release ng bonds. 5-year ng ang term. So, yan po. Diyan nyo po makikita or malalaman yung mga availability ng bonds. Lagi nyo lang po yan bantayan or i-inquire. How much money do you need to invest in bonds? Here in PH, around 50K and above. Recently, big companies offer minimum of 25K and above for 7 years maturity date. So, pag hindi ako nagkamali, I think late last year or this year, si SM is nag-open ng bond sa public, and I think yung pinaka-lowest, kung hindi ko nagkakamali, is 25K for 7 years maturity date, and with 6 to 7 ata yung percent, or I mean yung coupon rate niya or interest rate. So, yun. Abang-abang lang po kayo. So, what if I have a small amount of money to start with? You can still avail by going to a mutual funds. So, kasi yung mga company, yung mutual funds is, pag nag-invest ka dyan, i-invest rin nila yan sa stocks, sa government bonds, sa corporate bond. So, ang tawag dito ay yung bond funds. So, bond funds is meaning isang malaking funds na binakas-bakas ng maraming tao para magkaroon ng isang malaking pundo. So, bond funds tawag yun. So, starting amount is 5K and an increment of 1K per month. So, malit lang po. Kung wala kayong perang 50K, 25K, 100K, so you can start with 5K and incremental of 1K per month. Can I lose money in bonds? What are the risks involved? Is it taxable? You can lose money on a bond if you sell it before the maturity date. So, depende yun sa contract nyo. So, napaka-importante mabasa nyo yung prospectus na tinatawag. Kasi nandun yung details nun. So, let's say si Company A. Okay, pag hindi mo, let's say, i-sell mo na, hindi mo naman tayo yung 5 years. Let's say, yun yung contract date nyo or maturity date. So, ito lang yung amount na pwede kong ibigay sa'yo. So, yung mga ganun. Okay, so exchange rate risk. So, ito naman yung, let's say, nag-invest ka foreign, let's say sa US, yung mga dual citizen, and then you use your peso. Tapos, bumaba yung exchange rate ng dollar. So, lugi na kayo dun. So, yun yung exchange rate risk, sinasabi. Reinvestment risk, ito yung, let's say, nag-raise ulit yung company ng bond with a lower, let's say, yung interest, and then, doon sa contract nakalagay na pag nag-vary interest is sumusunod bale doon sa interest nung huling ni-raise ng company. So, medyo malulugi po kayo doon. So, yan. Liquidity risk, let's say, time nang niliquid mo na, tapos hindi mabenta yung bonds mo. So, yun. Pero, mostly naman ng company is very rare naman nangyari yung liquidity risk, lalo na pag medyo may value yung company. Event risk, let's say, disaster. Let's say, si Company A nagtayo ng Building A. Tapos, nilindol, nasira yung Building A. So, yung mga ganong senaryo. Inflation risk, pagtaas ng bilihin. Let's say, sa contract, 5% lang. And, let's say, nag-avail ka ng bond last year, which is, you have 5% interest yearly. And then, last month is 6.7 na yung inflation rate natin. So, nalugi na po kayo ng 1.7. Corporate bonds are taxable while some government bonds are not. So, kailangan nyo malaman yung mga taxable, kung magkano yan, or kung magkano yung magigain nyo in a year, 2, and so on and so forth. Okay, should I invest in stocks or bonds? So, kung napanood nyo ulit yung video ko last 2 weeks related sa formula to invest na need nyo i-consider. So, bonds is a lending type of investment. So, it's a low risk. So, again, kung 42 years old kayo, let's say may 100K kayo na gustong invest, dapat ilalagay nyo lang yun sa bonds, yung 21% nun, which is 21,000. And the rest is doon sa moderate risk and high risk. Kasi need you i-diversify yung portfolio nyo. Para pag let's say, namurog ka problema ka doon sa bond, may iba ka pang natitira na pwede mong mag-gain. Okay? So, yun. Sana may natutunan na naman kayong aral ngayong sa video na to. Okay, so, lagi ko sinasabi is the best heritage inheritance to give to your children is to teach them financial education literacy. Make sure they have the enough knowledge. Of course, dapat may experience nila yan. Don't forget to pray and be thankful always of what you have. Kasi lahat naman ng yan ay galing kay God. So, lagi tayo magpasalamat kung ano man yung blessings na darating sa atin. If you find this video informative or yung may mga katanong kayo na hindi na-include sa video na to, you can comment, share this video to others so that magkaroon sila ng tips related sa paano ang tamang paghawak ng pananalapi. Hit the like button, and of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for you to notified for our upcoming videos. Again, this is EdMaps Video Tutorials. Thanks for watching this video.